Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willingham. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. Think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line for this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Mr. Two Bits would be proud, the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass hits, picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Provo. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Provo. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He's back to throw on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Past the 30. Got a lot of running room. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking again to throw. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
On the move, it's Humphreys. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Gator! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Going up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Provo. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On second down, looking to throw. Going for the big play. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He has shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Leaves it with the back. He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Florida State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pryor. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Gators moving quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pressure coming. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Give to the running back. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give out of the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get try to get the first through the air. He looks that one in nicely. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup.
He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense in hurry up load. On the ground, it's Humphries. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Let's go!
A designed run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense just trying to be physical down here at the 1-yard line, trying to run the football into the end zone, but they just got beat up front, now setting up 4th.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's forced Forced out of bounds, goes absolutely nowhere, not even close to converting, and the defense gets the ball back. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. They go to the ground. At the 15, he's loose. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
35, Florida, 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 35, Florida 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They want to just keep throwing it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today, late in the year when you know Heisman voters are...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Power football with the run. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football. And
reels it in down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Noles have this offense rolling. Snap it to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Humphries. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets rid of it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
On the double.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
29 Philly. Park.
He's looking to throw it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They keep attacking through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Buying some time. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go